Hello and welcome to the first video of the Health Symptoms Analyzer video series. So what I'm going to show you now is simply how to actually open the software and just the basics of getting it started. So what you're going to download is going to be a file similar to this. I actually have it in the actual folder you're going to extract it to, just for simplicity's sake. But essentially when you download it, just download it to your desktop or wherever an easy place is to find it. You're going to double click it, and then it's going to open up the extract menu. So from here, if you're not familiar, what you would do is just hit the extract to. You don't have to click anything else, just extract to. Simply find the area on your desktop where you'd want to extract it to, and then click OK. And that's essentially it. Once you do that, you'll find there's going to be a folder wherever you've saved it to that looks like this with these three icons here. What I need you to do then is double click the index icon. When you do that, it's actually going to open up the software right here. And actually the way in which it looks when it's opening up is just like this. Whoop, there we go. It's a little loading symbol. And then you're done. So we're into the software. So the first thing you see here is the instructions page. So it essentially explains how to use the Health Symptoms Analyzer and how to interpret your symptoms, how to input them. So a 1 would be occasionally mild, and so on, up until chronically severe at a level of 5. We then discuss how to interpret the results. Again, we emphasize this is not medical advice. We're not doctors. We're just simply giving you the tool in which you can use to help guide yourself in the right direction towards what you're lacking in terms of nutritional deficiencies and what the likely causes to your chronic health conditions might be. We're all about getting to the root of things. So now we'd recommend when you first run the program to read through all of this. It'll explain a lot. We'll go into the symptom score sheet, and there we go. So what we have here on the first tab, I just click emotional. You have all these scores. Everything's at 0 right now. So what you would do is actually put in a number from 0 to 5. So for instance, I might do 5 for this one, for poor mental focus, brain fog, and then easily distracted, difficulty concentrating might be a 3, and then emotionally reactive might be a 1. Now just so I can explain that, a 0 would be something that you never have occur. A 1 would be occasionally mild, as we mentioned before, or something that's very rare and not really an issue, but it can happen. And a 2 would be somewhere in between that and a moderate, which would be something that occurs, but it's not the worst symptom. It's there, definitely present, but it's not your worst symptom. And of course, a 4 would be something worse than that, and then a 5 would be, one of your worst symptoms, very nagging, chronic, basically life-altering in a way. If you feel your brain fog, mental focus is so inhibited by your symptoms that it affects your daily life in a very tangible way for you, then definitely do a 5. You might find you do quite a few 5s in a lot of these, and that's perfectly fine. It's at the end of it all, if it's relevant to you. That's what's most important. So what you do then is just go through the list of all these, and just so you're aware as well, some of them will actually, you have to scroll on the bar to go through all of them. And sometimes when you go to a new category, the bar might be at the bottom, so just be aware you might have to scroll it up. And once you get through all of them, at the bottom here is a summary. What this one is it's just simply a combination of all the ones you've put scores into. So it's just detailing them regardless of what category they came from. Sorry, we then have, I'll show you one other thing here too. When you've put in your results and you're like, okay, I put them in, I think I'm done. First thing you always want to do is just save results. Essentially clicking this and just save it to a file. Just make up a name for it, and then you're just going to click save. You can then at a later time click load results and find the file, and you can load it back in. And the other thing you can do is export results. This actually turns into a CSV or a Excel spreadsheet file, also known as an Excel spreadsheet file. So the purpose of that is so that you can actually view your symptoms when you're not using the software. Because if you save results and then load results, they can only be viewed in the software, but this allows you to actually view them outside of the software as an Excel spreadsheet. And then of course right here, reset all results. You don't have to worry about accidentally clicking it, because if you click it, it'll bring up this box where you can just click cancel if you don't want to, but if you do, you can click OK to reset all the results. And then on the next page we have a summary, which I will get into on the next video. So hopefully this intro video was good, and we'll keep it going.